Hey guys, so today I'm gonna be looking at the best psychological tricks. So yeah, let's just get right into the video. I use this trick all the time when someone is yelling at me over the phone. Stay completely silent. Don't ignore them and speak when spoken to, but when they are talking, nothing. No 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 I see, nothing. Deprive them of all subconscious feedback. You really have to work at it because humans naturally try to feed off one another verbally in conversation. The other person will quickly sense that something is wrong in the conversation, and it usually throws them off track enough that they stop ranting or yelling and tell you what they actually want. Best way to shut someone up without being rude. Oh, it works just as well in person, but face to face you have to also avoid nodding, moving your hands, and you have to look them directly in the eyes. Oh, that's a bit too intimate. I'm putting myself in their shoes, and I feel like if I was talking and I didn't hear the yeah, I know, right? I would just be a little bit concerned because you're so used to hearing the yeah, and if you hear none of that, it just seems weird. And I also feel like since you're not arguing back, the person might feel like they're being a bit too over the top because, you know, they're the only one who's yelling and you're not arguing back with them, and it just feels like they're fighting with themselves kind of thing. I took my kids and two of their friends to the skateboard park when they were about 8 and 10 years old. Some kid who was about 12 was bullying them constantly. He was with two others. As an adult, I couldn't do a whole lot to the bully, and I didn't want to see my group have to leave on account of this kid being a jerk. So I told my oldest to just stare at the bully the next time he was approached by him, then say, "Your one eye is higher than the other one," and then skateboard away. Then, one by one, the other three kids in my group all skated past him, stared, then turned to my kid and said, "Yeah, you're right." The bully went over to his two buddies and he must have asked him if it was true that his eyes were uneven. They all stared at him for a minute. He started crying and left the park. I kind of felt bad for him, but not as bad as I felt when he was being a butt to my kids and their friends. Oh, wait, did they just bully him back? Hold on a second, I don't know if this is good. Oh, well, I guess karma, right? I just want you to know I personally have no problem with you being at this party. No. That person's gonna feel like everyone hates them or something. That's kinda mean. Putting personally into a sentence just makes everything change, you know. I personally think you look good in this. I personally like what you make. I personally cooked this for you. Yeah, well, personally, that's a strong word. Give someone a sincere compliment during an argument. If they are decent people, it will throw them off guard. They will then feel inclined to be more pliable. Can you just imagine like arguing with someone and someone is like, "You actually look really pretty today," but you're supposed to hate each other at that moment, you know? We're supposed to be arguing, not giving each other compliments.
I hate you so much.
You're actually a really nice person.
I take back the hate.
Because you feel like if someone compliments you, you should be that nice person they say you are, you know? It just feels weird when someone compliments you and then you're not that, because you want to be that, you know, you want to be the compliment. I have a nervous habit of acting like everything is normal when it's not. I had a boss who was yelling at me. He was that way. I hadn't really done anything wrong, and I kept taking slow sips of my coffee throughout, and that really triggered him. I crack up when I think back on him getting all fired up, turning red, then purple, then screaming that I needed to stop drinking coffee. Your boss turned purple? But yeah, I do feel like some people feed off angriness or something, you know, because when two people are arguing, it just gets worse and worse and worse. But if it's only one person arguing and you're just really calm, then that one person who's angry is just gonna be like, why am I angry by myself? It just doesn't feel normal, I guess. Like, I'm mad at you, you're supposed to get mad at me back kind of thing, but you're not mad, so I guess I shouldn't be mad anymore. Is that how it works? One of my bosses feels the need to contradict anything I say, no matter how benign. She gets in moods, should probably see a therapist. When she does this, I just start agreeing with whatever she says, but I phrase it a little differently and make my tone slightly argumentative, but I'm basically a parrot. Sure enough, she'll contradict what I say, so I do it again, agreeing with her new statement. We could go on like this for a long time. She argues with herself. It doesn't help anything, but I find it amusing. It's the conversational equivalent of my brother grabbing my hand and smacking it in the face with it while saying, "Why are you hitting yourself? Stop hitting yourself." Wow, I feel like that would just make them even more mad. Yeah, what the? But yeah, some people just like to argue. Like, whatever you say, they like to say the opposite of it to make you angry or something. I don't know why. Why do some people do that? Like, you'll be like, "You're pretty," and then they'll be like, "No, what? Why did you say I'm pretty? You know I'm not pretty. How could you say that I'm pretty? How could you lie to me?" Like, what? What? I'm just saying you're pretty. Everything people say about you is true. Oh, this will make me so anxious. I don't, yeah. I hate it when I feel like I don't know what people think about me, and yeah, it just makes me really anxious, which is probably why I don't go out to see people anymore. As a teacher, during a test, look over one of your students' shoulder, reading what they are writing. Then say out loud, "Make sure you are reading the questions right." Oh, hold on a second. I've heard this said a few times before. Were they playing with us? Or was there genuinely someone who did something wrong? Oh, we would never know. I also just hated it when teachers would look over your shoulder and see what you're doing, or like see how you're doing on a question, but you don't know the question, so you have to fake being like, So you have to fake like you're thinking about it, but you actually just don't know it, but you don't want to ask the teacher because you're shy. Yeah. If you're annoyed that someone is staring at you, stare back. Hold eye contact and don't let go. If they're still staring even after this, blow them a kiss. Usually gets them to look away. Oh. Oh wow, that's very intimate, you know, just staring, and then if they keep staring, just be like, that's so awkward. What am I doing in front of a camera? Telling people nice socks even when they're not visible. Oh, I'm not wearing socks though. When in a position of power, offer the person under you a choice of responsibility. This gives them a greater sense of importance because you, as superior, offered it to them before others. Ooh, is this how you control people? You know, well, that's so true though, because I feel like if I was assigned a job, I would feel so important. Okay, Ellen can hand out the papers, you know, and I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna hand out the papers. When talking to someone face to face, randomly look over their shoulder with a growing look of horror. Once they have checked to see what you are looking at and have turned back around to face you, continue speaking normally. Ignore any expressions of puzzlement. I probably can't keep a straight face. I mean, I can. Like that, but I don't know, man. That's hard. Screaming lightweight baby before lifting heavy to make the weight lighter. Wait, what? That doesn't work. So basically you're tricking your mind into thinking you're lifting something really light. Maybe that works because the brain is a powerful thing. Lightweight baby. Mid-conversation, look them dead in the eye and say, "Wake up," and immediately go back to your conversation without missing a beat. What? Just what? How are you gonna look someone dead in the eye when their eyes are open and be like, "Wake up"? Yeah, so how was it for you? If you're on public transport and you don't want anyone sitting next to you, when your victim looks like they're about to sit next to you, smile at them and pat the seat next to you. Are you sure that works? I feel like if I did that, someone's just gonna sit next to me. Because what if they think you're being nice and you're just like, "Come sit here"? And I don't look too intimidating, so it's not like they would avoid me, right? Unless they do, then I'm gonna question everything. Do I look that scary, huh? Why don't you want to sit next to me? Confusing people is always the best strategy. If someone is yelling, ask them if they want sand. Are they in an uncomfortable situation? Ask them if they want sand. Are they crying? Comfort them. Then say in a calm voice, "Do you want some sand?" Works every time. No, you're kidding me. So your friend's crying and then you pat them on the back and then you're just gonna be like, "Are you okay? Do you want some sand?" Oh my gosh. I feel like that would actually work though, because then they'll just stop crying and then they'll look at you like you're crazy and be like, what? Just say you're going to play rock. Or when you're playing rock, paper, scissors. Man. I honestly hate these kind of psychology tricks when someone tells you what they're gonna do first and then it just confuses you, you know? You're like, oh my gosh, but what if they lied to me and then they showed something else? But then what if they're telling me the truth and then I thought they were lying and then I played the wrong one? Then, you know, man, this will get me because I overthink. Well, that's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me in the comments down below what your thoughts are, and as always, thanks for watching. Hope you guys liked it and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!